Welcome to WENV 160 Qualified Recycling Program Management course. I'm Rick Capel and I'm your course director, and man, I am excited about you guys coming. I have all these guard students all throughout the classes, and I feel like guard is a little bit different animal, a different set of requirements than the rest of the DoD. And so I'm really looking forward to having all of you in one room at the same time and learning more about your mission as well. So I'm going to be learning from you just like you're learning from me. And we've catered the course to try to make it specific to you guys. So hopefully you get a special course that's really useful to you. So without further ado, let's talk about the pre-course work. We use something here at AFIC called Canvas, and Canvas is our learning management system. Basically what that means for you guys, it's the web page that you're going to do your pre-course work on. Now, one thing with the web page, please use anything other than Internet Explorer. So you can see the little red with the slash there. Let's not use that. It doesn't work right with Internet Explorer. You can use pretty much any other browser. Mozilla works great, Chrome works great, but do not use Internet Explorer. It won't display correctly. Now, you're going to open up your web browser, and in the very top is the address bar. Not the search bar, but the address bar. You're going to type in https://lms.au.af.edu, and that will take you to your course page. Now, if you have any trouble accessing the course page, right down here, Scott Goodrich, that email address is the person to email, and he can guide you through it. He can help you if there's any problems. But you should go pretty smooth. Most people get into Canvas without much issue. Once you type in that email address, this is what should come up, a page that looks like this. It should say Air University, and you're going to type in your email address that you registered for the course with. Uh, in most cases, it's the .mil email address. And then if you've gotten a password from Scott, then use that password. If not, just use the forgot password link and you can create whatever password you want. That's the best way to do it. So I've logged in already. Here's my information. You can see I've got a ton of classes here. This is going to be the class that you're looking for, WENV 160 19D, and it should look something like this. You won't have very many choices. If an error message or something comes up, just click on dashboard and then you will get something that looks like that. You're going to click on the course to go into it, and the home page should look just like this. And now I'm going to enter student view so it looks like it will look like for you guys. Over here, first of all, the navigation, home, and grades. Those are the two most important things. So at any screen that you're at, if you want to go back to the beginning, back to this page where it's kind of the launch for everything, you're just going to click home. Grades will show you what grades you have coming up and when they're due, and then what your score was out of how many points possible. So you can see I've gone through and I've taken these as a demo student just to make sure, and on this one I got 2 out of 2, this one I got 4.25 out of 5. I just kind of put in random answers and then make sure it's grading them correctly. So I'm not trying to get them all right. And then if I click on home again, it'll take you back to this launch page. So a little bit about the navigation. This is all the pre-course work that you guys are going to do. And there's a little over 4 hours of pre-course work. And you might be saying, oh, 4 hours of pre-course work. Well, there's educational reasons why we do that. For one is we cut one day off of the the in-person residential portion of it. And we found that 4.5 days of class was just a little bit too much, especially for those that are new, because it's an information overload. We're fire hosing you with information, and you just got too much. With this pre-course work, you can do it at your own speed. You don't have to rush through it, and especially for new people, it's really important. You can travel on Monday instead of Sunday, so you're away from your family for less, and we just found that that's the best way to do it. The welcome will give you contact information for me. The schedule just shows you the schedule of the class. Here's maps and local information about where you're going. This on-site coursework is all of the stuff that we're going to do during the course, like the test and the critique. And then here's how you can, this is a link to my email, so you can ask me any questions that you want. And email really is the best way to do it. Now over here it's got the different assignments that are coming up, and then when those assignments are due. So that's just a little walkthrough. So let's take a look at these mandatory pre-course assignments. So here's the list, and basically all of these are linked over here on the left, and then it tells you how many points they're worth and about how much time it should take you. Now, depending on your experience and how fast you are, it might take you more or less time. So let's go to this first one, the AFIT course policy quiz. These are the different AFIT course policies. You just basically click those and then it will open them up. There you go, and then you can read it, and then after you've read those, you take the quiz. This will say take quiz in your case. You just go through and you answer these questions, and then you hit submit quiz. So let's just say I read all of these. Then you hit submit quiz, and it will show you how you did, and then it will also record your grade for that. Now, once you've done that, it's a good idea to click home, go back to the start, and then click this, and then you can move on to the next thing. So here's the commodity market analysis lesson. There's a couple different ways you can view it. You can either download the video, you can watch it on YouTube if it's not blocked, or you can access it through MillTube. And then there's all kinds of resources, like here are the slides. Here's a paper on recycling markets and getting good prices. And then here's some websites that were mentioned throughout the presentation, and it gives you the links to those as well. So lots of different information there. Now, after you've watched that lesson, then you're going to take the quiz. So right here's the quiz. You're going to click on that. Oop, it shows you an answer there. You're just going to say take quiz. It looks like this because I've already taken the quiz. And so you're basically going to go down and you're going to do that for all of the pre-course items here. Make sure you go through and do them all. And there's two of them, the collection and processing and the trade security controls. Those are usually lessons that are taught in residence, but those are taught by instructors that only teach that one lesson. So we just have a recording for you guys to watch. And if you notice, that's the majority of this pre-course work, is watching those. This collection and processing is 79 minutes, and the trade security controls is 51 minutes. So most of what you're doing is just watching these lessons that we're not bringing instructors in for. So that's all the pre-course work. Now there's also optional extra credit that you can do as pre-course. You've got a lot of different things that you could do. You could do a QRP scavenger hunt, which is kind of cool. You can give us an example of your program advertising or outreach. You can listen to a couple podcasts that we've recorded. You can watch different videos. And then if you have something that's a best practice, you could share your best practice with the class and submit that as well. So there's a lot of different options for extra credit, and you could really earn a lot of extra credit. So if you're worried about your grade at all, that extra credit's a great idea. Now, we already talked about these other parts. Let's look at the on-site coursework a little bit here. So with on-site, here's the test, here's the course critique, which is really important. We want to know, what you guys thought and what you liked and what you didn't like. There's only one extra credit opportunity for this class. In the regular class, there's a few more opportunities, but I switched some things around to make it more relevant for you guys. And then there's post-course extra. So anything that we talk about during the course that somebody has, that they share with us, that the other class wants, the rest of the class wants, then we'll put that there. And then the test will open Thursday at 11. So let me go back to the schedule here real quick and talk to you about that. So if we click on the schedule here, you can see here's our schedule. And if you go all the way down here to the test will open at 11 on Thursday. And that means that you can start taking the test anytime you want. If you want to work on it and get it all done, you can get an early release on Friday. So no later than noon. I'll guarantee that you'll be out of there by noon. And as long as you've completed your test, you can just leave once we get done with the stuff that we have to cover, the audits and record keeping and reporting, and then also the QRP business plan. After that will be the test. And so if you're done with the test, if you've done it early on your own time, then you can leave at 12. Otherwise, you'll start the test at noon. You'll take the test however long it takes you. You've got until 1400 that you could take the test if you wanted to. And actually, I'm not even going to stop it there. I'd let you take as long as you needed if you needed more time. But a lot of people like to do the test on their own time and not feel rushed with it. And they also like the early release time. So again, if you take the test early when it opens on Thursday and you start taking it and you finish it before that noon time, then you just get to leave when that test taking period starts. And then again, this is our schedule. We've got, again, like I said, an awesome week planned for you guys, and we've really tried to cater it as much as we can to the Army Guard. So anyway, I hope you guys are as excited about the course as I am. Here's my contact information right here. If you click the welcome, there's me. And if you want to email me, again, just click ask question here and then my email will pop up. So depending on, what browser you're using and that kind of stuff. So click it there. Now, one last thing that I wanted to discuss, if you have trouble accessing the course content, so things are different on, different things are blocked on different DoD computers. If you have trouble accessing it, you really should, rather than go through all the heartache of trying to view it on your government computer, try to do it on your personal computer. Get your boss, your supervisor to let you go home and watch it for a couple hours there and do your course content that way. It'll save you a lot of heartache. The other thing that you could do is maybe if there's commercial Wi-Fi somewhere within the vicinity, a lot of restaurants on post will have that sort of thing. You could take a computer and connect it to the Wi-Fi. You just might have better success that way. And again, if you have issues connecting, sometimes we can help you work through those, but it's kind of up to, however your local situation is with that connectivity. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoys the pre-course content. I hope it kind of sets you up for the class and that 8 o'clock on Tuesday, you guys are all ready to go. So don't hesitate to contact us if you need anything, and I can't wait to meet all of you. So see you soon.